What's up, dudes? Welcome back to another one. Today, we're really gonna get them. The bass, that is.
All the basses?
That's the basses. That's my Al Linder impression.
Where are we? Like super sub 41 area code, like none of your business?
The address to this lake. No, I'm just kidding. We're in Motley. We can say that. We're in Motley, Minnesota, at a little lake, one of my little juice holes, and targeting bass. Hopefully, some big bass.
Me and Murray met 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
30, 40 minutes ago. Like most people these days, you talk on social and probably Instagram first. Actually, the first time we talked was on Tinder. I'm just joking. But yeah, no, he doesn't live too far away from me. I don't live too far away from him. And we decided just to get together and just freaking fish. It's been what, a week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for you? How long has it been?
A good month.
Oh, geez.
I haven't fished in a month.
I haven't fished out of my boat in probably about a month, but I did get to go Mille Lacs last week. But I've been working like crazy this fall, so having the chance to come out and just freaking fish, like just we'll film a vlog or whatever, and we'll take some pictures. But our goal is to freaking catch them. To be able to come out and do that's gonna be a lot of fun. I've never fished this lake. I've never really fished this area, although I've driven past your house probably 30, 40 times. We're gonna be doing all kinds of things. Look at this, he's got freaking swim jigs on. We got freaking a flipping jig, a little craw in there. We got some square bills. Ooh, that thing looks good, dude. They make good stuff. So you work with 6 Cents.
6 Cents.
A lot of cool companies. We'll probably even take some pictures for you. How about that? So, at some point today. Yeah, I got a swim jig. I got a chitty chat on, and then like a little swim bait with a little peg tungsten on it. So our goal is just to catch them. I don't even like if anything else happens today. It's a bonus. Goal is to catch them, and it sounds like we should be able to. Look at the freaking fall colors, though.
I wore my Yeezys today.
Oh!
I heard Sam was coming, so brought out the big guns.
Big guns, let's go. Dude, it feels good just to like, again, not be behind the camera, and that is why I needed to re-spool, because this was on a flipping reel. Oh yeah. Guess I'm not gonna start with a swim jig. I'm gonna start with a little chitty chat. I'm ripping through something. Whatever's left vegetation looks freaking brown though. We found cabbage offshore. Oh, that was a fish, 100%. Eat it, oh yeah. You didn't see that thing jump up? Oh, heck yeah. Susan hit the water, freaking ate it. All right, so the first thought was to throw a chatterbait. I don't know, I think covering a bunch of water right now is probably the most important thing until you figure out what these fish are gonna do. Are you still still throwing that swim jig?
Swim jig, yeah.
I think that's probably what I will end up switching that rod back over to when I re-spool it, just because I think it's a little more subtle than this. I'm not saying the fish wouldn't hit this too if you get the right fish and active fish, but I think we probably more apt to get a few more bites, so it's a little bit more subtle, even though this still is pretty small. But we were just talking about the fact, you know, where are these fish going to be in the water column? We're sitting in 12 of them casting pretty much to the bank. You said there's down trees and stuff here too? Yeah, see, I would think they'd be glued to those things. You might be able to, if you throw a swim jig by them, or might be able to flip those things if you can see them or where they are. And it's evident that this lake is high, like 100%. But once that sun gets a little bit higher, I think the bite's only gonna get better. We gotta get that freaking first fish in the boat first. Oh yeah, I don't know about right like this second, but dude, that was a fish. I think it was a pike though.
You hit?
Yeah, right there too. I mean, just because I'm kind of curious. There it is, laying the juice.
Big?
I hope it's not a pike. Looks like it's decent. Oh, it's dropping. Heck yeah. That can't be a pike.
No, it's a bass.
Good in the boat. First, we need like the first one on the boat anyway. There you go. It's a thick fish, dude. Heck yeah. It's a 3-pounder.
Just crushed it. That was deep.
Was he? Like how? Like 8 foot?
8 feet.
Interesting. Does he feel cold? Like, does he feel?
He's cold.
Oh yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I felt like kind of like a pike-ish bite though, honestly. I mean, it's a bass, it's a decent fish. Yeah, it's a pike. Don't eat my chatterbait! No! So you want me to get like a bunch of slime in the boat, like bring them in, let them flop around for a little while? Might as well. I mean, they're crushing a chatterbait over here. That was a fish. It's a BASSS! Yeah, freaking actually ate it. Come on, little buddy. Hang right in the, oh, no, not in the corner.
Hey, good average, eh?
Yeah, that's another 3+. Heck yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like, look how chunky, like, they're perfect specimens this time of year. They're full, like, not a mark on this guy's body. They're thick, they're
Pretty.
tall, they're freaking cold. But he crushed it though, so like,
Awesome
yeah. All right, so it is approximately what, 11 noon? I don't have a watch. I don't know why. Quarter noon. Been in the water for probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yep.
About something like that. Got 2 fish in the boat. Well, we got some chain pickerel and some tooth critters, snot rockets, as Zach Brown would say, bonkers. I don't know. What's our game plan here, bud?
I think we're gonna go to where we started and just try to go deep again. I don't think they're pulled up yet.
Well, I mean, unless we're doing something severely wrong. This isn't that big of a lake. Severely wrong, they're definitely not in the like 1 to 4 foot range. Probably could keep doing what we're doing and stumble around a fish once in a while, but we're trying to freaking stack them up. So we need to figure out where they're wadded. And with that, start, I guess, where we caught fish, and then just pull out even deeper. When in doubt, fish what's been at least producing somewhat today. Jackhammer, which is kind of, dude, like they've kind of become like the standard, like in like high performance. You throw a chatterbait a lot? For whatever reason, I mean, there's been chatterbaits out for a long time, and I haven't really fished them. For some reason, I don't know if it's branding or because a couple guys just been fishing them on the elites or whatnot. When these came out as like the highest quality standard for freaking the best chatterbait out there, they got a hell of a lot more popular. So I'm sure they sold the crap out of these things, but like $20 chatterbaits, don't really want to lose them on a pike. But throwing this on 21-pound fluoro, and I'm gonna go over why fluoro on this rod in a second here. 7.3-to-1, pretty basic. I think you could probably get away with throwing something a little slower, but honestly, I think it's one of those baits that we're searching with, so I don't mind working it fast anyway. And I don't really want an 8.1. I think a 6.4 would be a little slow. That's more for like cranking. Okay, so why fluorocarbon the whole way? Why not braid? I'm throwing this on a 7.6 heavy. You could do one of two things. So in my opinion, there's always a balance between, do you give the forgiveness in your rod or do you give the forgiveness in your line? And there's benefits to doing both, but benefits to this is we got probably 6 foot water clarity. It has an erotic action, but I also don't want them to see the braid, and I'm not really ripping it through grass. If I was ripping it through grass like constantly, I would probably be throwing braid with a fluoro leader or just straight braid, and then I could afford to go to like a medium heavy or even more like a moderate typical chatterbait rod. But because I'm going straight fluoro, and this is a soft fluoro, I'm gonna throw long casts, cover a lot of water. I don't really need to rip it through anything, and when I do get hooked up, I want to be able to have a backbone of a heavy rod to be able to drive that hook home. Because if you have the stretch of a little bit of fluoro, because even though fluorocarbon doesn't stretch as much as mono, it still stretches comparative to braid. So if I'm not going to drive the hook home with the braid and the rod, then I have to get a little bit heavier rod if I'm throwing fluoro. So that's pretty much it. It's nothing too fancy. I do not have my drag set right. And it's a pike. I would have gotten in a brawl. Be a freaking BASSS. Oh, almighty, weird toothed critter. Boom! Look at that lay-in, dude. That is a BASS. So like that's like the average size we're getting, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not bad at all. He was barely hooked. Yeah, dude, they're literally all replicas.
Average size. All of them.
Boom, dude. All right, so now we got freaking figured out.
It's big.
If that's a bass, dude. Oh, the head shake has to be, eh? Hey, I'm gonna reel in, so I got you whopped up with me. Dude, please let that be a bass, not a free. Is it?
Yeah.
That a babe. Oh no! I watched that happen. How does that even happen? That's a freaking slack line to me, dude. Like literally. Oh my! I'm gonna.
You are magnetized to the pike.
It was such a strong hit that like I was like just slow rolling it, popped it out, and all of a sudden I felt like I had nothing on. Like it was just slack. Be a freaking bass. If it is, it's a giant, dude. I mean, or at least freaking decent. No, that's not a bass. Oh wait! Oh wait! Oh, it is a bass! Oh, freaking get in the boat, baby! Pow! The way it was head digging like that, there's no way. Because it did like 3 little pulls to one side. I mean,
That's a good.
it's all right. I guess kind of a little smaller than the last one I caught, but still, freaking A. Better than a pike, dude. I'm just gonna like you know, legs crossed. You putting rods away.
Natural.
We had some like kind of fun, right? Like, I mean.
Dude, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, thanks for having me in the boat.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Ton of fun.
Like, again, fall fishing can be so hit or miss. It was definitely, lake's definitely off a little bit, but I mean, we still, I say that, but.
We figured them out a little bit.
Well, and how many, wait, we had 4 fish over 3.5, if I want.
yeah.
If you caught that 5, we'd have had over 20 pounds.
Oh, for sure.
And without that 5, I bet you we're still flirting with 18,
Yeah.
give or take. I don't think we had a fish other than maybe that dink, whatever, but like under 2.5 pounds. So, still a lot of fun. Caught most of the fish on a swim jig today. Yeah, just a little bluegill colored half-ounce swim jig. What's that thing called?
Divine swim baits.
The Divine swim bait, and then they actually have their own swim jig. That's Divine swim jig, right?
Yeah.
A little bluegill color was pretty simple. Thrown on a 20-pound fluoro, and he actually ended up figuring out more so than I did in terms of like just kind of fishing slow. We were hitting probably that 12 to 16 foot of water.
Super slow.
It's like super
slack
slow.
lining.
Like I probably didn't catch my fish today because I didn't fish it slow enough, and Murray definitely did. So yeah, dude, I think that's it. Till next time, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. Stay away from my sister.
Stay away from me. We're kind of let her Kenny fans.